All right, let's talk about Uline real quick. There's a pallet of boxes right there and two more full pallets of boxes here. So Uline typically is pretty expensive. What you can do is if you're ordering boxes in bulk from Uline, reach out to Uline and see if you can get contact with an account manager. And basically what that will do is it'll allow you to get bulk pricing on specific SKUs of boxes. So for instance, I just ordered a bunch of 4x4x4 and 7x5x5 on Uline's website. If you just order the 4x4x4 directly, it's 24 cents per box. If you can negotiate sort of with an account manager, you can get the price of these boxes down to about 18 to 19 cents. If you order one pallet or two pallets, depending on the volume that you want to order, you can typically ask for a discount and you will get quantity discounts. Same thing for these 7x5 boxes. I reached out to them, said if I order a full pallet, how much it would be, and they give you a specific price when doing that. So that's obviously if you're ordering boxes in bulk and if you're ordering a lot of boxes of the same SKU. This doesn't really work out much for smaller sellers. But if you are a bigger seller and you do use Uline and you didn't know that you can negotiate the pricing of the SKUs with an account manager, now you know. All right, so we just got our first batch of plastic. This is from Zyro. We ordered 3 different colors. The chromatic glitter twinkling, and this is how this one looks. I ordered 3 different colors. All of them are kind of like a twinkling sparkle color, but this is what this one looks like. This is box, I think we're expecting to get 40 boxes of these. You'll see here that this is box 16 out of 40, and we only have probably about, was this 14 boxes here, so we are missing quite a few. We are expecting plastic from Sunlu and also from Isanmate, I think tomorrow or later this week or into next week, so it's gonna be fun. All right, we're here Monday morning. Today we're gonna do some maintenance on a bunch of our 3D printers. We're gonna start with our P1Ps, and the maintenance we're doing today on the P1Ps, hopefully I have all the spare parts, but there's quite a few printers that the filament sensors are damaged, so we have to go and replace them. And so let me show you what ends up happening when the filament sensor gets damaged. Is when the roll or the spool runs out, right? It's not going to detect the end of the filament, and so it'll just keep printing in midair. So this printer has an issue. Same thing with this printer. You'll see that it just kind of stops mid-print. There's another printer over here. By my count, I believe there were 3 or 4 printers that have this issue. We kind of marked them before we moved. I know that this one over here, filament sensor is broken. So hopefully I have the spare parts for all of these in my spare parts area. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to try to clear off as much of this table as possible and use this table as kind of a maintenance area. All of these bags are kind of just these bubble mailers that I'm probably just going to either, I've been throwing them on the floor here or organizing them onto the shelf, onto this rolling cart. We have some alcohol on this, but kind of need to separate this by size and stuff. But for now, I'm just going to clean off this table, and we're going to use this area as our maintenance area. We're just going to dump all these on the floor. We don't really need that much space. Like, this is enough space here. I have a rolling stool somewhere. I have no idea where it is. I got to find it. As you can see also, we just got 750 rolls of Sunlu filament. And I want to show you guys something with the Sunlu filament. All right, check this out, guys. The Sunlu filament is now using brand new master spools, refillable spools. You can, I guess, an easy way to tell is from this circle in the middle here. This is the new spool, and these are the old spools. These old spools, they suck, okay? They do not fit onto the AMS light. They get stuck in the regular AMSs a lot, but you'll see that there's a difference. And I spoke to one of the sales reps at Sunlu. Basically, the new rules here kind of are, they're supposed to mimic the Bambu Lab refillable rules like to the T. So I haven't tested these out yet. I have tested these out on the AMS light, and they fit perfectly into the slot. You don't need adapters that we've been using for the old Sunlu spools, so that is a huge plus. Like I said, I just got 750 rolls of this Sunlu, and they are using the new spools, and easy way to tell is just from this inner circle how it looks. You can see how different it looks from this. I have not gone through a full spool yet, so I don't know if these spools will basically be interchangeable with the Bambu Lab refillable rolls or not. So once I have that information, I'll probably share that along. But that's a cool PSA for people who buy from Sunlu. These old rolls were giving me such a problem and such a headache on the AMS and the AMS light. I had to print adapters for the AMS light. No longer need that for the new spools. And this was the adapter that we were using for the AMS light. It kind of would just pop right in there and make it a very snug fit on the rollers, because these rolls would just constantly fall off the AMS light. But with these spool holders, these were from Maker World. You could just search it on Maker World and you'll find it. All right, we're gonna do some maintenance on all three of these X1 carbons. One of these I know had an issue with the first slot AMS feeder. The other one I think just had a clogged nozzle. I forgot what was wrong with this one. Looks like it's just a clogged nozzle as well. So we're gonna get all these fixed and running. That is my goal for today. All right, so our maintenance area, supplies and everything is in this little cart with the red bins. It's kind of in an awkward position for me to actually film. It's a very narrow walkway here. But I'm going to look for the filament sensor runout cables. Hopefully I have them. If not, I have to order them. All right, bad news. I only have one of these filament sensors. Oops. So it looks like we're going to have to order some more of these. But for now, we can fix up at least one of the printers. All right, we finally have the HVAC guy here looking at our ventilation system here with all this rattling. Hopefully we can fix it. All right, we fixed the majority of the printers. This one, I guess this is not the thermistor. This is the extruder heating cable. Broke off on the X1 carbon. We have spare ones of these for the P series printers, but the connecting piece here is different on the X1 carbon than it is on the P series, so we have to reorder this part from Bambu Lab's website. I just did that. Should be coming in a couple days. But once that comes, we'll get that fixed. This printer is up and running. This one, we changed the extruder gear in here, and it is still clogging / slipping. I think it's probably the AMS on here. I think we might change out the feeder on here, or maybe try a different slot and see if that fixes the issue. These down here are printing. These are all fixed. Let's check the P1Ps over here that we fixed yesterday. Evan, this guy came out fine. That one. These are the ones I changed yesterday to like 0.6. I unclogged this. All right, guys. Let's talk about plastic for a little bit. I just got 2 of my shipments. I'm still waiting for one more from a brand called Isanmate. It's still not here yet. But I want to talk about a little bit about how much I paid for the plastic. So. Those of you who are watching, who are interested in how I purchase these and the process that I go through. I kind of made another video on this previously as well, but I wanted to do a kind of a deeper dive. I'll tell you exactly how much I paid kilogram per spool, and you guys can do some comparisons. Let me know if I'm overpaying or if you're overpaying, or you can always negotiate with your suppliers. But the 2 brands that I did receive, one is Ziro, Z-I-R-O, and the other one is Sunlu. So I ordered 750 rolls of each of those 2 brands, and then Isanmate is the 3rd brand, which I ordered about 800 rolls, I think, or something like that. But this is what it's looking like right now. We're kind of still in the process of organizing all the filament. We have filament there, Sunlu filament here. All this space is going to be filled with filament pretty soon. And then we have some of our older filament back here. And I did mention about the Sunlu spools. It's very nice that they will be using different spools for those. And another thing I wanted to mention is I did go ahead and purchase a filament, or not filament, it's like a plastic shredder that I'm going to be using to grind up a lot of our plastic scraps that we've been saving over the past couple of months. And I also purchased a smaller extrusion line that'll do about 2 to 3 kilograms per hour, depending on the configuration and all that. So my plan is to have basically reuse all of the filament scraps that I use, all of the poop, all of the waste from the multi-material printing, and make my own recyclable filament for the farm. Not only the recyclable filament, but also maybe other solid color filaments. We're going to start with solid colors, right? And then down the line, if I have space, and when I get the expertise to make other filament for the print farm, maybe we'll do that and buy a bigger extrusion line. But for now, that extrusion line probably won't be coming till next week or the week after that. The shredder is going to take about 60 days, maybe 60, 75 days. So I got a long way to go for that as well. I will try to document the entire process as well. There's not a lot of documentation on how to make your own plastic with an extrusion line, which is kind of annoying. But we're going to try to document that as best as we can here on YouTube and on other social media platforms. So if you're interested, follow along. I'll give you a full breakdown of how much I paid, all that stuff, the process, and the exact model and of the line that I get. So we'll see. The plan is to have it in this space here. So we have a 20 amp line here. We're going to move all of these pallets out of the way eventually, and I think we're going to have the extrusion line. It's not a huge one. It'll probably be from here to here, and hopefully it'll be enough power. I don't know how many watts the extrusion line pulls, but we're going to plug it into this own dedicated 20 amp outlet, have it here, have some more lighting here, and the extrusion line will be here. We're going to be saving a lot of the Sunlu spools, and we're also going to be using a lot of the Bambu Lab refillable spools to spool our own filament. Alright, so I'm here at my computer. I just wanted to give you some numbers so you guys can do some comparisons on your own. For Zyro, I paid $12.40 per kilogram. Now this was for the gradient, the twinkling PLA. So it's like has sparkle elements to it. It's a gradient PLA. This is probably the most expensive roll that I buy. I bought 3 separate types of twinkling PLA from them just to see how they were. I use them primarily on our minis and our eggs that the minis go in. Again, I paid $12.40 per kilogram with shipping. DDP shipping from China to the US, it was an additional $685. So my total I only ordered 480 rolls from them. So 480 rolls, total came out to $6,637. I'll do a quick math for you. 6637 divided by 480. So my landed cost per kilogram from Zyro was $13.80, round up to 83 cents. It's pretty expensive, but the quality of the filament and I'll show you guys some clips of it. It's very unique and it looks amazing in my opinion. So I wanted to just test it out, see how it looked, and then see if I want to order more. But again, I paid $12.83 per kilogram for the twinkling gradient of the Zyro PLA. Also, 2 things I wanted to note. One is DDP shipping. So DDP stands for Delivery Duty Paid, and this is primarily the shipping service that I use when I buy overseas. It just basically means that the seller, the person who's selling it, so basically the person overseas, wherever you're buying from, in my case it's China, they handle all of the delivery responsibilities, the duty, port fees, all that stuff. So basically they gave me a price, and that is the price I pay basically for them to ship it from their location in China to my warehouse. So landed to my warehouse. I don't have to do anything with using a forwarder, delivery fees, port taxes, duty fees, any of that stuff. It's all kind of built into that DDP price, and that's what I pay, and it comes right to my door. Now, second thing is with Zyro, and every brand is a little bit different. I'll kind of get into that later in the video, but with Zyro, they have a US affiliate bank here in the United States. So basically they gave me their wire information. That's a domestic bank here in the United States. So it's very easy for me to just go into my bank and schedule a domestic wire to be sent directly to a US bank. So that process is very, very straightforward, very streamlined, nothing crazy with that. The other brand that I want to go over right now is Sunlu. So Sunlu do the same thing, DDP shipping, but I pay them directly through Alibaba. Alibaba's pay website. They hold money in escrow until the product actually gets delivered to me. But you pay directly on Alibaba's website. They hold it. There's a transaction fee that happens that you have to pay. It's 2.5%. Pro tip: if you have a reseller's account and you have you can apply for a tax-exempt account on Alibaba as well. So if you have an LLC, you have a resale certificate, you can apply for that on Alibaba's website. I don't remember the exact process. It's very straightforward. You just upload your tax documents and your resale certificate, and they waive all the taxes, all the sales tax that when you buy on Alibaba. Very similar to Amazon and whatnot. So if you're buying from Alibaba and you don't have a tax exempt, an exemption on there, you should definitely do that to avoid paying taxes on the plastic that you buy. All right, so Sunlu, I got my numbers for Sunlu here. I ordered a total of 750 rolls, and this was broken out between tricolor, blue, green, purple, twinkling blue, their rainbow, 1, 2, 3, 4, and also 50 kilograms or 50 rolls of 4 different solid colors. So in total, 750 rolls. I paid $6,230 for these 750 rolls with shipping. All right, sorry about that. I forgot where I left off. Sunlu, I bought 750 rolls, $6,230 with shipping. The shipping fee was $1,830. So in total for the 750 rolls, I paid $8,060. So per kilogram came out to about $10.75. Now the shipping was a little bit more expensive during this time of year because I ordered right during Christmas. So it's kind of like year-end type of stuff. And now the shipping costs have gone up because of the tariffs from Trump. So I expect to pay a little bit more than that. Also, the tricolor was obviously a little bit more expensive than the solid color. The solid colors per kilogram is only like $6. The tricolor is like $9, and then plus shipping, that's why you get an average rate of about $10.75 for the Sunlu filament that I bought. All right, and the last brand that I want to talk about is a brand called Isanmate. I've been buying from them for the past, 8-9 months. I built a nice business relationship with them, and kind of something that I tell people about in my Skool community as well is that, if you're a small buyer and you're just starting out buying, I really wouldn't negotiate on pricing as much with these suppliers. Right, I think it's more important to build a relationship with them, build trust over 2, 3, 4 orders with them, and then down the line you can ask for more negotiating power, more price cuts. And Isanmate, in this example, I ordered a couple thousand rolls from them previously. One of the shipments was delayed by like 3 weeks due to the port strikes that happened in 2024. One of the like 3 or 4 different port strikes that we had. The shipment was delayed, and they were nice enough to give me a $1,000 discount off my next order because of the delay. And I didn't even ask for that. That's something that they offered. So it's really nice that you can have these relationships with these brands and suppliers that really care about you and your business, and they're willing to help work with you. Obviously having a shipment delayed by 3-4 weeks, and when I need the filament, really hurts my business, and I kind of explained that to them. Obviously it was out of their control, so there's nothing they can do. But for this order, let's get right to it. I ordered 900 rolls for them. This is all rainbow and dual and tricolor PLA, so it wasn't, it's not just standard colors. Basically for the 900 rolls, I paid, with shipping, I paid $9,076. So $9,076, and then they gave me a $1,000 discount. So really I paid $8,076 for the 900 rolls. So that comes out to about $8.97 per roll landed to my door. Again, this is rainbow and dual and tricolor filament. However, this is the brand that I haven't received the plastic yet. Here's kind of one of the things. I placed this order on December 12th. It's March 4th, and I still have not received this order. And I placed a bunch of these orders around the same time, around the second week of December, and I just received them the past week. So that goes for all the brands. And so sometimes they'll offer you like faster shipping, sea shipping. I never take that because it seems like even if you pay for the faster shipping, it still gets here in 45 to 60 days anyway, so there's really no point. I honestly don't know if the suppliers are just sending it by slow shipping, by slow sea shipping, even if you pay for fast shipping. I have no way to really even check that. I'm sure there's ways, but I haven't found a way. But anyways, I always pay for the slow shipping option, sea shipping. Again, I try to have enough plastic on hand. I go around probably around 800 to 1,000 rolls per month in PLA, and as I get more printers, that amount will only increase. So I have to be more diligent with my inventory and my plastic counts. We'll probably do a better job of inventory management, honestly, maybe like once every 2 weeks, just to get a count of what plastic we have. and what plastic we need to order. So yeah, that's kind of the breakdown of the 3 brands that I just ordered for plastic, PLA. If you guys have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. Oh, for Isanmate, they kind of do the same thing as Zyro, where they have a U.S. intermediary bank. So I pay the United States bank, domestic bank, from my bank account. I just wire them the money, and then they confirm they received it. They start the order. Isanmate allows me to pay 50% up, a 50% deposit up front, and then 50% when it ships. So I don't have to pay the entire balance all on day one. The other brands you could probably negotiate that with your supplier if you really wanted to, if you're tight on cash. Some of them allow you to pay via credit card. If you pay through Alibaba, you can pay through credit card. So it all depends on your cash flow situation and how you want to negotiate that with your supplier. So hopefully you guys learned something from this video. If you guys have any questions, again, please leave them down below. I will see you guys in the next video.